Hey you guys, Jeremy from Plastic Fantastic Climbing, and as you guys know, this is Eric. We got these great shoes from Evolv, and as you can tell, it's the new Shamans. We had this amazing opportunity to try this pair and the old pair, and this is our review. Alright, so let's talk about fit. So, since we both tried the old ones, Eric, what's the fit like between the old ones and the new ones?
So I actually went down half the size with these new ones, and I probably could have gone down a full size.
So do you remember what your old size was? Do you remember?
No, but I can check here.
Yeah.
The old size was 11 and a half, and the new one is, sorry, the old one was 11, and this is 10 and a half, and I probably could have used a 10.
We really?
Yeah. So I could have gone down almost a full size. The 10 and a halves are really nice, and they fit really well. So this is more on the comfort side, but if you want to perform it, you can probably go down full size.
And then just like smush it. Do you feel if they smushed in a bit more that like it would be a little bit less, a little bit less in comfort but more performance, or?
I don't know, like from the first time I put these shoes on, they were really, really comfortable. The old ones I had to break in because they were much stiffer, but these fit perfectly and were comfortable from like the first go.
Yeah, I felt the same thing. I felt like as soon as I put them on, I could instantly tell how comfortable they were. And I did it straight. So these are again an 8.5. My old Shamans were an 8.5, and even my normal street shoe is an 8.5, and I didn't deviate. But instantly, I felt super, super comfortable in them.
Yeah, like I said, from the first time I put them on until like now or like moving forward, they've been all very, very comfortable the whole way.
Yeah. You know what I did notice is that there's less space up here compared to the old ones. And I love the old ones. I remember the other review and I just raved about them. But I still felt like it was kind of boxy.
Bulky.
Yeah, bulky, boxy up front. I feel like they took that away.
Yeah. I didn't have the same experience because my foot is coming up a lot here, so I still have, I push the shoe out, but super comfortable.
And I think that's the mainstay for this shoe is that whatever you thought of the old Shamans in terms of comfort, this probably is magnified by a gazillion.
Yeah, this shoe is so much softer than the old one, and it really forms after your foot much easier than the old one.
So we were just talking about that, like your shoe kind of flattened out, and then it kind of did like it widened out here, but it also flattened out on top, and I think that's just the way that your shoe or your foot is, and then mine didn't do that.
Yeah, so my foot is much wider, and you can see, compare these two, like it's pushed out the shoe on top because my foot is wider.
Yeah.
And yours is kept the original shape more or less.
And you know, I also felt like with all the changes that they did, so there was less space up here, and then all the extra space that they had and my foot is wide, so I didn't have a problem with the old ones, but I think they narrowed it just like a smidge.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, but I still feel like if you have a wider foot, that it'll still fit perfectly.
Yeah, as you can see.
What did you think about the new heel and what's happening in the arch?
So, if you look at this shoe, I've been climbing this shoe for 3 months, basically every other day at the gym and inside. Sorry, outdoors and at the gym. And it kept the shape really, really well for being an aggressive shoe to start with. So, the new structure, whatever they've done to it, it's working great.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I feel whatever they're doing to create the comfort and the structure for the shoe, I think it's holding up. I don't think that we're losing any performance from any kind of degraded like wear and tear on the shoe. And I feel that because of that, it's still holding my arch really tight, and it's still cupping my heel really perfectly. So let's talk about performance of the shoe. I feel like for every change that they made in terms of comfort, that there's no loss in performance. I don't feel like I'm performing any less because of any of the changes. Do you feel like you're performing less or any better, or?
No, well, I feel like I'm performing better actually because the toe of the whole shoe is a little softer, so you would think that you would get less performance on like small edges.
Oh yeah.
I did not feel that at all. And since the shoe is softer, you even get better performance on smears. That was hard with the older shoe because it was so stiff.
I agree. So I think one of the things that we've mentioned, over and over today is that we're talking about like how soft the shoe is, and I think that's such a noticeable difference. Like I notice it instantly when I put it on. I notice it instantly when I'm climbing. Just how soft the shoe is. It allows me to feel a little bit more confident when I'm trying to land on like really small things.
But something I want to stress though, this is not a super duper soft shoe. It's like in the perfect like interim for me where it's like soft when you want it soft and then still edgy when you want edges, because they have those like really soft shoes that just like don't have any edging power at all. And I think this is a very good medium or like place in the middle where you get both softness and stiffness at the same time.
You know, I agree. And one of the things I noticed is that they put a lot, whatever they did. So, did you notice that they changed the bump on the inside? Like on the inside, they pushed that bump back a little.
I didn't notice that.
So, I noticed if you guys don't know what we're talking about, there's something called a love bump inside the shoe. And in the older versions, in the first versions of the Shamans, it was a little bit more forward. I feel like they pushed it back just a tiny bit, and then that allows my toes to have like a little bit more room where I feel like all I'm doing now is pushing on the toe. And I feel performance-wise, whenever I'm climbing, all the power comes from like just this little portion right here of the shoe, and I feel really great on it. So I feel like if you guys love to climb and love to push on the front of the shoe and you guys don't do like a lot of side edging, I think this is a great shoe for that.
Yeah, what about your heel? Did the heel fit you?
The heel fit me really, really good. I noticed in the older versions sometimes there was like a little bit of like air pockets. I don't feel like that happened. I'm also not scraping on the top as much as I were in the older versions. So whenever I heel, like I'm not scraping like the back of my Achilles. What about you?
Yeah, the heel fit me really well, and it's also soft in the old one, so it kind of shapes to your actual heel better than I think. Nothing but good things to say about this performance of the shoe.
Yeah, me too. So before I really love the 510 high heels. I think they're great. I think they're amazing shoes. If you love the 510 high ankles and you really kind of loved how kind of like soft and comfortable they were, I really feel like this could be another option for you if you wanted something that was really just a tad stiffer in the front. I like ran the 510 high ankles really, really quick, so I don't think that they lasted me very long. But we've been climbing these for like three months, and it's just now that I feel like in the next 2-3 weeks of climbing 3 days a week and then plus all the outdoor trips I've been taking, I feel that for a pair of shoes for like 4 or 5 months, I feel like these are pretty durable.
Absolutely.
Yeah. One of the last things I wanted to talk about was we keep on talking about soft, like, or like you're talking about like how this fits in the medium. I feel that these are stiffer than the 510 high ankles, but softer than like a pair of solutions. Like I feel like the solutions are really, really stiff in the up here and in the rubber.
Yeah, I don't have the high ankles. I have the solutions, and they are stiffer, but I kind of get the same feeling when I'm climbing in the solutions that there's that soft, hard rubber that is soft and hard at the same time.
Yeah, I agree. Perfect. Hey you guys, so today we are reviewing the Shamans, and you know what? We tried to do something a little different today, or for this review, and Plastic Fantastic kind of put out there that we were looking for new guest reviewers, and lucky us, I have two amazing reviewers for you, Taylor and Abby. So let's actually just jump right into it. What did you guys think of the shoes?
I really liked them. I actually came from the Shaman LVs, which were designed more for a woman's foot, so I had some problems with heels being a little bit loose and sometimes feeling like it was going to pop out on heel hooks.
Is your foot, so if you guys don't know this, the LVs stand for low volume. Is your foot normally narrow?
Yeah, I have a narrower foot.
And you felt like the new Shamans, even though they're not low volume, still fit well?
They fit pretty well everywhere except because I can really like bring the Velcro down. But still in the heel you can't really adjust the width as much, so I still felt like I was going to pop out when I was heel looking.
So you did feel like they were still a tad loose or super loose, or what?
Pretty loose in the heel.
Pretty loose. Taylor?
Same here. I felt that heels were pretty loose. I would catch myself occasionally climbing, and then I'd have to, you know, hang and just kind of slap my foot back onto the wall because I'd have to get my heel back in. But they're very comfortable and they're very cushiony.
Okay, so let's talk about that. What did you think, or how do you think they're comfortable?
I think, well, I like though that I think that the shape is very nice, and I think that there's a lot more padding than like the LV, which I think the lip is a bit thinner. These are much more comfy, I'd say, but I'd catch my foot falling out as well.
So you're hoping for, I guess, the new Shaman LV, like a narrower version as well?
Yeah, I guess so, because my foot's pretty narrow as well, so it'd probably be a bit better if it was away for
so,
them to stand.
I wonder if the question really is would you recommend these to someone then? For if anybody's climbing in, let's say, an LV, would you recommend these shoes for them, like instantly? Like, could you still climb in them?
I would recommend them. I think they're really comfortable, except for the heel. And I mean, they're nice. They're nice to climb in. They're pretty soft for me. I can move my foot around in it. And the LVs, for me, they're super. They have thicker rubber, I guess, so they don't wear through. And yeah, I think that they're very comfortable. I like how I agree with
Taylor. We're all friends here. Imagine that. We're all friends.
I agree with Taylor. I agree with Taylor that I really like how they look in comparison to this. I think this is disgusting looking, and I think this is much nicer. And I choose these over these. I have a new pair of these, which is like my primary. I have high ankles and I have LVs, and I've had solutions, and I always go back to these. But I think I like these more than I like these, despite the whole heel issue. Because my heel's never actually fallen out, so I feel okay about it. In terms of would I recommend these to people to switch over, I would recommend them to switch over unless they have like a freakishly small heel, because I probably will slip out. And otherwise, I think that you should definitely size down a lot, because I size down a size and a half, and I would even size down more probably if I could redo it. But I would definitely buy these again over these. Like I said, I have a whole new pair. I have a new pair of these that I have not even touched.
And you love to climb those.
Yeah. So I still wear these.
No, I agree. Like I have. Were you gonna say something?
No.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I have a pair of like the old Shamans, and as much as I love them and as great as I thought they were, I have yet to like put these down. And I'm climbing in, or I'm reviewing these other shoes, but I always want to come back to these because I really, really, really like them. I think from anything that I've ever owned, they're the most comfortable, aggressive shoe that I've ever put on.
But I like that they're like not too aggressive. Like the high ankles, I could never sport climb in ever. Like, did you sport climb?
I haven't in a long time, on occasion.
But like these, I could definitely sport climb in, and it was comfortable. I probably wouldn't want to do a multi-pitch in these, but I think that the high ankles would just be disgusting in sport climbing. I could never do that.
Because they're so.
Yeah, they're so.
This is my thing for aggressive.
Yeah, and these are still really aggressive. Like, compare that.
Yeah.
Like the comparison, but these like still feel aggressive. You don't. I don't think you notice the difference in them being aggressive. Like how they fit.
I don't. Last words?
This is a great shoe.
Yeah.
I love it.
I agree. This is a great shoe, and I love it as well. Highly recommend it. If you guys do decide, I didn't change much in size. Eric said he would go down half a size more. But feel fairly safe that if you get somewhere near, like if you can translate your regular shoe size directly straight across or down a half a size.
Yep.
And that you would get a really fantastic shoe. So I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah? So again, we are here at Cliffs of Id. We'd like to thank this place for allowing us to do what we do. We used to be at the lab in downtown, which is again another Touchstone gym, and so we want to thank Touchstone for allowing us to be us and do the crazy things that are in our head. We want to definitely thank Evolv for all the amazing shoes that they sent us, especially these, because I have a winner. I mean, like, this is a winner of a shoe. I think of it as kind of, if you guys know cars, like the BMW M5. Like, that car is super, super cushy and comfortable, but super high performance. You're just smiling now.
Yeah. I'm not going to regress that. Yeah, this is a great shoe.
All right, you guys. Jeremy and Eric from Plastic Fantastic Climbing. And we love what we're doing for you guys. Subscribe, follow our Instagram, follow our, obviously, YouTube, and we'll talk to you guys soon. All right, see you guys later. Bye.